Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna have a fun, quick, and easy plumbing project, but with a little bit of cattiness here and there. So now, as you see, there's a problem. I have a big buildup that you might think this is mold, but it's probably just mineral buildup. Minerals aren't pure white as you may imagine them. Well, some are, but buildup isn't. Tap water, especially well water, but we don't have well water here. There's a lot of mineral buildup, and if you've seen a previous video, the one we did on saving with a faucet, that was actually from well water, and that's actually a little more or less white than this kind of color, which is hard to explain since there's multiple shades. But anyway, we have to get onto the video. So most of the mineral deposits here are calcites. They're probably stained brown from some kind of pigments or something. I don't know exactly what those pigments could be, even though I technically am a geologist. But also, most of these minerals can be probably dissolved by vinegar, which we will get in a minute. I'm actually going to do something about it rather than explain it to you. Oh, yeah, he's interesting. I can tell. You want to watch? You want to watch, little kitty? You want to watch? Yeah, he wants to watch. So I'm going to remove the faucet from the faucet line. So I'm using a 3/4 inch wrench. And I'm not going to be even quiet this time when we talk, since apparently I heard that audience have barely any audience time. Like, most of you guys watch for only 2 minutes, because a lot of people, I guess, aren't interested for some reason. So when I unscrew it, this is gonna retract, because when you pull it and then you let it go, it's gonna retract. But if this is gone, then it keeps it from plugging. Oh. I think we're gonna have a cat break. It's gonna retract, so we're gonna use here a clip when I unscrew it, so that it doesn't go back, because we can lose it, and I'm not sure if there's a way to retrieve it back. And that's how you have to call the professional plumbers, which technically I'm a plumber now, but you would have to call plumbers that actually have tools to go in there and take it out, and you don't want to do that. This kind of reminds me of the cat. You remind me of this thing, Kitty? You remind me? Now that we got our faucet, now we're gonna go to our area, and I'm gonna call it the Mad Lab, because this is where we're gonna deal with chemicals. So here we have a common house cleaner called Vinegar. I am gonna give you an acidity warning. In case you don't know, it's not highly acidic, but it is acidic. So keep it away from cats, even though my cat's here. Just don't drip it. It's not even fun if you go to skin. So remember, this is 5% acetic acid, so try not to splash it around with cats or people. This is not fun. I personally haven't done it. It's not the worst thing in the world to do, but just don't take it. I know I like your curiosity, but not for now. Because they do say curiosity does kill cats, so please don't. Kitty. Oh. Kitty. Come here, not. Kitty. I'm making the video take forever. And I do hear that the audience can only stay around for 2 minutes normal. So I do sure hope you're listening for now. Because the intro and everything's probably already like 3 or 4 minutes. Remember, I'm just at the camera, so I don't know what minute this is going to take. If the cat goes, it's not on me. The cat doesn't like it. So now we're gonna put the head in the cup. It's gonna start doing its stuff. I heard it's not gonna impact the stainless steel here. It's not. So just gonna remove the calcium carbonate. It's probably what it is. And some other minerals that are probably gonna dissolve. If you ever tried looking up, I forgot what it is, but they put some kind of mineral in vinegar. Some will dissolve and some won't. It's an interesting experiment. One of them does dissolve and some others don't. So it's a great way to identify what minerals are. But right now, we're not trying to do that. I'm going to show you the vinegar. It's the bubbles forming, that's the chemical reaction. See the bubbles forming, it's the vinegar of the calcium. Also, you know calcium is stuff in your teeth. So if you have too much vinegar, bye-bye teeth. So now we're gonna brush this off, we're gonna see the results, and we're gonna actually flip it over on the other side. So I'm gonna let the acid work for about 2 hours and I'll come back to it. Also, if you want to save money, you could also put pennies and other stuff in there instead of doing it at a different time. Because vinegar is great at cleaning a bunch of stuff up. Welcome back to the results. So it's actually been a while longer than 2 hours. It's been 24 hours. And they got a different cat this time. And actually we're gonna see the results. And also, I am from the future, according to past me, right? So anyway, let's see the results. So I'm gonna have to let the cat go if he wants to, since I'm being busy anyway. So I'm sorry if it's gonna be not catty anymore. So as you can see, the vinegar still has a lot before I actually scrub anyway. The vinegar looks like it's like someone put really disgusting, like it's water that's been standing for days or something like that. Technically it is vinegar, which is mostly water that's sand. It's 24 hours, but still. You see how easy it is to remove it? Ugh. I would go wash your hands and face. It goes everywhere. So see how easy it is to remove it now? I'm gonna put it in the vinegar again to remove any loose stuff. Instead it's a little more. So that I clean it off again. And I'm gonna scrub it again. Now this is also for the video, but there is some kind of paint stain. So to make sure the job gets right, I'm gonna just scratch it off here. Normally you don't see this, but I guess one of us, three, from me, Hannah, or David, probably were painting and then we washed our hands and paint got on there. So I'm gonna clean that up for a better job. And I think we're finished, right? Wrong, we're not finished. So we're gonna take our bristles and we're gonna press them inside. We're gonna scrub them around. We're gonna press like this. It may ruin the toothbrush, so I advise you to use an old one that you're gonna throw away anyway. And you want to press it there, and then you want to, it's kind of hard to explain, but you want to move it around after you press it, kind of like this. So you want to make sure that the bristles get everywhere. Take all the nooks and crannies in here. Sometimes you'll see deposits here, so I'm gonna actually dip it in here before I put it on. So I put it in for a few minutes because I did want to go there. There's not that much, but it's better to get that than not to, because then I'll have to do that at a separate time separately. And it's good hands me and say, it's best to do it once, but do it well too. So if you do it not well, then you have to do it more than once. And if you don't do it well, then you have to do it more than once. Also, since there'll be a little like residue here, so I just clean it with the toothbrush because it's a lot easier to get rid of now when it's wet than when it's dry. And now, guess what thing it is to do before we finish? Well, did you think of the answer yet? The answer is putting it back on the faucet itself. My grandma actually has been wanting to use it, and when she did, her entire shirt got wet because my grandma does the dishes. And it's not all that good when grandma gets wet because grandma doesn't like it. So now let's actually make grandma happy. So before we put it on, I'm warning you guys, I guess the function doesn't, yeah. I totally told you that my grandma got wet for this. So I don't really have a choice, so just make the water do this. For now, so you want to rinse off the water, because if you leave the water, if you don't put the water on, then, so you rinse it lightly to get rid of the vinegar, And the thing is, if you leave the vinegar behind, the water will dry out and the acid will stay there. And the acid will keep wearing away at the metal if you don't remove it. Now the metal is typically vinegar resistant, but if you have it there forever, it's just gonna corrode, and you don't want that. So honestly, I did it a little longer than you need to, but it's because, well, I want the faucet working for longer than most people actually do. So I just screwed it on a little bit so that it'll connect, so that I can actually get the wrench and it won't fall off. I'm gonna tighten this, but not too tight. So actually, I may have over tightened this, so I'm just gonna make one little bit. I'm gonna remove the clip since, well, it's already in there. So I guess if you don't have a clip, then you can't really do this, but who doesn't have a clip, to be honest? And no, I know this is normally not a workbench, but for now, it is. So now I'm gonna make sure that Grandma's happy when it turns on to make sure nothing's going wrong. So, normal function. Ta-da! Okay. Spray function. All good. Auto function. Good. So I would advise you to try to spray function. Don't let it go anywhere. It's not even mystifying, but still. Who wants to wash another shirt? So this is now the credits time. I'm warning you. It's gonna take a while, but still stick around because I need to thank people. So let's start with thanking you guys, since you watch this video and supported my channel, right? So thank you for Daddy for helping me film this, buy us this brunch and supplies and vinegar. I'm pretty sure Grandma wants to thank me too, but Grandma doesn't actually want to be on video, so Grandma's gonna virtually thank me for not getting her shirt wet this time. So this is another one, an easy, fun, quick handyman video. Even though it does take a while for the vinegar, but you don't even have to do anything during that time. So I think this concludes it because I don't want to make this video too long. Because I'm reminding you, I do want most of the people to be a little more patient, since a lot of people actually here only watch it 2 minutes. But if you're to the end, that means you actually are good on patience. But anyway, bye. I think I'm too close to the camera though.